think a mother's love is by far one of the greatest loves next to God love that we'll experience. And it's so genuine, and so even when they mess up, they not gonna always get it right.
How could they?
Yeah.
When I look at my life, I'll be like, I can't even believe she stood next to me over there.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Everything that you've been praying for. You felt alone. You're gonna heal and come back strong. I know what you got. God got you. Your girls, we're here. We're with you. This is your battle. I know you're about to come back better. God don't miss. You're ahead. This is it. Come back, sis. I know the whole world told you. Come back, sis. You weren't enough, but you are. Come back, sis. This is your battle. I know you're gonna come back better. God don't miss. You're ahead. This is it.
Oh.
Hello,
Hi, you come in looking
You
like a
know
goddess.
what? I'm so excited to meet you. I'm
Hi.
gonna tell you what.
It's okay. Nice to meet you, beautiful.
Girl.
Your energy just made me feel like
I feel like I've been knowing you already. I'm
I know.
tired. I can't do this. All right, it's over. Thank y'all.
you look amazing.
Thank you. It's wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
Do you know
well.
why I've heard so much about you?
Why?
You know why.
I-
Because we got a friend.
we do, and she's so sweet. So I knew like energies align. You know
Yeah.
how they say your vibration attracts your tribe.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm going to have to disagree, though.
Why?
I'm just playing. It's a little plug. I'm so excited to meet you. Thank you for accommodating us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here on your first season.
My very, very first season. And so it's coming together really fast. And because of our mutual friend, she showed me so many of the ropes from watching you
Oh, wow.
and from watching your ladies and your girls on the production space and watching women kind of get along or have crazy days. Because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to talk about the crazy days. Let's jump right in. Talk to me about the crazy days.
Yeah. It's, one, I love working with women, especially Black women, because we have such unique, strong stances and opinions and personalities, and they challenge us.
Yeah.
They challenge me. They challenge my perspective on things. So it's a blessing, but sometimes it can get irritating because you feel how you feel and you like, no, I think it should be this way or that way. But it has strengthened me in so many ways. It has made me a better team player. It has made me a better visionary. Because sometimes,
ooh, I love that word.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do it. You talk to me about it though.
Yeah, because sometimes we as visionaries, we think it's all about our vision. But when you're stretched to include other people's and the calling God has on other people's life, or include their talents, include their gifts, it makes you be more inclusive in the vision. You know what I mean? And it's not just about what's serving you or what you think is best. It's what does God think is best for us all?
Will you be offended if I take notes?
No.
Some people are.
No. I didn't know I was worth taking notes on.
Cut it out. Those were bars. Are you kidding me? You might make me write a song in a second.
Yes.
How would you define the word vision? And I'm asking because when you have a vision with 11 other people, 4 other people, 3 other people, the fact that you can even see, because vision has something to do with the eyes, right?
Absolutely.
The fact that you can even see what somebody else needs, somebody else wants. How do you identify what somebody else sees? Is this a communication thing? Is this you look at somebody and you discern, I know exactly what she need to do. Do you pray about it? How do you know what somebody else's vision is?
So first I do pray. I always ask God, what is the mission for the vision?
Okay.
Because that helps me define it. And that helps when times get hard or we have difference of opinions. It's like, well, which one is serving the mission for the vision that God has for this? If the mission is to, like the show I'm on, Black Girl Stuff, the mission is to uplift and speak up and be an advocate for Black women voices. That means that even if I don't agree with this topic, even if I don't think that Black woman is right, the mission is her voice needs to be heard because there's somebody else that does align with that. So therefore, it takes my ego out of it.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna. You're not. I mean, it'd be nice if you just could keep going and everybody be like, got it. What's ego?
Ego to me is self-serving. It's that surface level of who we are. I think we all have it. It can be good. It can serve us sometimes in good, and it can also serve us in bad if we don't ever go past that. Ego is the first layer of us, I feel like. Is that I look good. This is what I want you to see. This is what I'm presenting to the world.
That's ego.
That's ego.
Oh, I have to disagree again.
Okay.
I love how brave you are, first of all.
Thank you.
It's so scary, if you ask me, to put your voice out there. Because what you think can be debated.
Absolutely.
But when you know your source, it's like you can debate if you want to, right? But when we talk about ego, and beat me up for this if you have to, which, I mean, it's okay. It's hip hop, right? When we talk about ego and we talk about first impressions or how I appear or what I look like when I walk into the room, like that first layer, right? From where from the journey I've had, we refer to that as soul, but you refer to it as ego. Does that resonate? Like
how is that the soul though? Because to me, the soul is deeper.
I'm listening.
And you can educate me. I think that first layer is what we want to present. But I think that our soul is so much deeper than that. I feel like your soul has so many more layers to it than who you showed up. I think that your soul is in your ego. I think that sometimes it shines through in it. But I still feel like until you start to peel back, that's when I really get to see your soul.
Got it.
The more vulnerable you are. The more transparent you are.
Yeah.
I think that's when your soul shines through.
I love it. I'm looking in your eyes and they're so pretty and I'm trying to concentrate at the same time. So spirit, soul, body, ego is a thought that I have in this conversation. And forgive me, sometimes I feel I'm forgetting that I'm not in a lyric writing session, but you're spitting right now. Spirit to me is what kind of comes down from the heavens above and gives us these downloads that were written before time.
Yeah, I agree on that.
We agree on that? Okay. And then once we get from the spirit to the mind, now it's entered the mind. And once we are regenerated in our mind, we can understand what the spirit is saying, right? The ego fights with that experience. And so then, to me, how I apply what the spirit puts in my mind to life on earth is my soul.
Absolutely. The seed that got planted from that.
So then when I put the outfit together, to me, that's soulfulness. You could take my outfit off and I don't lose my spirituality. But if you take my outfit off, I'm not really sure how to connect with you. It's how I feel. You know, so like if I'm going to like an all-girls school or whatever the case may be, and they say on Tuesdays we wear pink, I might wear blue on Tuesdays. But in order to connect with your soul, to connect with your vibe, to connect with your tribe, I wear pink today so I can connect with you. But my spirit doesn't turn pink because I connect. Yeah, so I love words like soul, spirit, mind, ego. I play with them a lot, as you can see. And when I say you're brave, it's like, that's my favorite. How you gonna walk in on 10?
Because I'm ready to go. Let's go to 20. Let's go. Because I love that feeds my soul. Is to have conversations like that, especially with women or people in general, spirit souls that are trying to think or expand their experience here. It's so much more. And I think that we are in a unique space and time where we have the luxury and the privilege to have these conversations or to dig and push ourselves deeper than I feel like our ancestors or our mothers or our past generations ever had.
Why are you doing this?
They didn't have the luxury to sit up and have these conversations. They were just trying to survive.
Oh, we had to have them in a melody. I had to call across to somebody and sing something that only we could understand as a form of connection.
Yeah.
And they want us to change our music. Next subject. What's it like working with your mom?
I love working with my mom. It's been inspiring. It's actually been healing for us. I've grown so much in my compassion and my empathy for women and for mothers. I'm not a mother yet, but the respect that I have for moms now, our podcast is Mommy and Me, and we sit down and we have conversations about, motherhood and raising and families and Black families and our culture. And to be able, I respect her because most mothers aren't even open to hearing.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah, most mamas, and even though sometimes her opinion changes, sometimes it doesn't. But just to have that conversation where she hears me and receives it, or I can say, hey, you did the best you could, but now I'm going to elevate and take it from here. It's healing, it's freeing for us.
I went to a speech just now, somebody tried to say that. And you sat on this couch. Mom, I know you did the best you could, but she older than you. How can you say that?
Yeah.
Help us.
I give her grace. I let her know, like, we had a recent episode, we were talking about food in the Black community.
Yeah.
And how I'm like, I have so many bad habits when it comes to food because you didn't teach me this. And she was like, well, I didn't know. And this is what I felt. And I'm like, all right, well, let me teach you what I've learned now. This is what you've taught me, but now this is how I've educated myself and added on to that. And she's like, okay, that's good. I'm proud that you're going to teach that to your future children. And I have the grace for her to know, like, you taught me what you had. And I'm so grateful that you gave me all of that knowledge. But now it would be a disservice to you and your sacrifices. It would be a disservice to our lineage if I just stopped with that right there.
And you can talk like this with your mom.
Absolutely. 100% a buck. And she might cuss me out sometimes.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
okay, let me rephrase.
She don't fight back,
Do your mom curse you out when you tell her about herself? Well, so what's the difference between respect and honor when it comes to motherhood and our moms?
I never disrespect her when it comes to how I'm speaking to her. I still give her the grace and the respect of, like, you did all you can and I appreciate you. And I can challenge you or I can add on. So to me, that's still respect. Even with friendships, even with sisterhood, as a homegirl, I respect you and I love you and I understand what you've been through. And I will respect you and give you that grace and love and that. But I can still tell you can do better.
Yeah.
I can still tell you how you can improve. And to me, that's real love.
Can I ask you where you from?
I'm from Atlanta, girl. I'm Brii Renee straight from the A. Born and raised.
So when you from Atlanta,
yeah,
this is a huge stereotype.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish the sentence and you tell me if I'm off. When you're from Atlanta, you can tell people about themselves and they respond well.
I feel like that's accurate. I ain't never even heard nobody say that, but I feel like this because we got some love on it, and it's a unity in it. I think there's such a huge sense of pride and community that I think I grew up having from Atlanta that I didn't even know was a privilege till I left Atlanta, till I went to LA, till I went to Louisiana, and I'm like, what you mean y'all don't just support people just because they Black? No, I'm like, how? I'm gonna go to the Black-owned restaurant over whatever, just because that's just how we are. It's in our culture.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm always rooting for everybody Black. It don't matter. And if you do something wrong, now I might tell you in private. I might check you in private. But in community, we on a united front. It's us.
So y'all all think the same thing?
No, we don't.
So how do you not think the same thing and be on a united front?
Because you still my family. It's just like when you go to Thanksgiving. You and your cousins might cuss each other out. But at the end of the day, we're going to eat and break bread.
When I go to the mall in Atlanta, people be like, go ahead, you can park here, Miss Michelle. I'm not from here.
Yeah.
Miss Michelle, you could park it. It's like they don't care if you famous. They don't care if you're their favorite influencer. They don't care which store you're going into, because a lot of times I'm hopping up in Macy's, like, because I'm Betsy Johnson's be killing.
Yeah.
And it don't be like, oh, she was outside.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite thing to hear. What you doing outside by yourself? I hate when people say that. And so in Atlanta, the first thing I noticed with the type of camaraderie that you're talking about is I'm coming out this spot. You want to follow me? And you drive your car behind a complete stranger.
Yeah, I got you, sis.
I'll be like, this nigga trying to rob me.
No. Because maybe other places you might not have that, but we family here.
You don't have that.
We country cousins.
We get on a train on a subway in New York, this how it be. You walking, right? And you see how this got a big eye right here? It doesn't see you. Try to catch this.
And it.
Try to flip. Oh, you good? I mean, that was pretty good. Throw it back. Throw it back.
And they don't even see,
And you just, New York, we don't catch people when they fall in New York.
Mm-hmm. It's like a dog eat dog world.
Absolutely not. I thought that's what Atlanta was. In New York is survive or don't. I hate to say this because New Yorkers are watching them from there. Survive or die. It ain't, I won't catch you, I will catch you. It's get the fuck up. Oh, look at this nigga on the floor. And if you on the floor, you know you have to get up.
Yeah. You got to pull you up.
You have to pull yourself up. What I look like asking somebody to pick me up?
Oh, that's scary though. I think that's why I kind of never fully could see myself living anywhere but Atlanta. Like full time, I know I would travel for work and jobs and stuff, but to have a place that's home, I feel like Atlanta would be that because I know some help is a phone call away.
Yeah.
Even if and you know, as people, sometimes our pride will keep us from asking, but even sometimes in Atlanta, I haven't even had to ask. Somebody saw that I needed it and did it anyway.
And New York is like, why are you snitching on a nigga?
Right? Why you dry snitching?
Why are you watching me like that? My name is Body Ba. What's your real name? Why are you worried about my government?
Yeah.
So nobody can help you.
Yeah.
Because they don't know your name. Y'all don't know my last name.
Right.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I love your mom. I work with my mom also for 17 years. She's been my manager. She was with me at every first, so Grammy Award, just anything along those lines. And I've watched some of you and your mom. And whenever I see a woman and her mother, right, like a woman over 11, she's like, because you know how when you're a kid, you be like, my mother gets on my nerves.
Yep, we had with that face.
Yeah, but then when you get older, you're like, Ma, can you come sit and talk with me?
Yeah.
What's it like? I'll tell you after you tell me. What's it like sharing your mom with others? Because as I like to take notes, you can take notes from your mom.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about sharing that with other people?
When I started, I definitely wanted to just do it so I could have those moments and have those conversations with my mom. Like, I never got to have these conversations with you, or I was so rebellious growing up and we didn't always have this good relationship that we have now. We worked for this. So it was just something for me, honestly. But then when I saw people in the comments and saying like, this is so healing for me and my mother, or I'm watching this with my daughter, or I lost my mom. And these are conversations I never got to have with my mom. I feel so over that. To me, it's not about a dollar amount. It's not about how famous the podcast is. Like, just to hear other women say that means something to them, or it's healing to them, or it pours into them. That for me is the biggest blessing from this podcast, because I didn't even know that just by sharing something that I kind of took for granted.
Come on.
I took my mama for granted most of my life. I thought you supposed to be a good mama. That's what you're supposed to do.
Can you say that to your camera? Because
I thought I took my mother for granted. I thought you were supposed to be a good mom. This is what you are. You had me. You chose to do this. So this is what I didn't even realize the blessing that was in having a mother like that.
Wow.
Till I started sharing her. And then I'm like, I'm so proud. Her birthday is tomorrow. And
happy birthday, Mom.
Yes, happy birthday, Mommy. I'm so excited to continue to share her wisdom with the world. Because like I said, I did take it for granted. And I know that it's helped me appreciate her more. And I know that so many other women or even men have said, hey, I've appreciated listening to your mother speak. So that for me is like gold.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. What would you say to the young woman who you feel like is taking her mom for granted? What advice would you give her?
Just keep growing and you will see that she was doing the best she could, that having a mother that's present in itself is a blessing, that they're human. I had to realize my mama was a human outside of being my mama.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a minute, oh, you had to go through your own, like, life be life.
Yeah.
And you had a kid. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And just have some grace.
Mhm.
Like, sometimes when I tell you we fought like cats and dogs.
You could be from New York. I'm telling
like
you.
how my mannerism.
She said, whoa, that's very Harlem. Okay. I'm sorry. I just was like, I know she's from New York. Did y'all see how she caught that football?
Like,
I know how to eye on it, but
no, for sure. But just keep living, baby,
Mhm.
and you'll and keep trying. Because I have friends who have strained relationships with their mothers, and even at our age now. And I'm like, give her grace. Understand the tool set she had, and I understand you might have a different tool set now. But be mindful that she still built that with just a hammer.
yeah.
You might have a screwdriver, a saw, and a hammer. All she had was a hammer. And
Tell
look how
me
good
when
she
you
did.
gotta go, because I got questions.
Nah, you good. We
Yeah, I got
chilling.
questions. I think all of my notes are about you and your mom because that's huge to me. And the way that you said earlier, like sometimes you let somebody else sit in your chair so that they can say what your heart needs them to hear.
Mhm.
Like you're saying, you see all the people's vision, even when it's on television. It's like, what are we sharing as a unified front? This is one of those moments where I know I've said it however many times, but when you say it, I'm hoping they hear it. It's such a big deal to me.
Mhm.
Mother-daughter relationships.
So important.
When I perform live and I call out the mothers and daughters, half of the tickets tend to be a mother with their daughter. And they either say, my daughter introduced me to you, or my mother introduced you to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, wow, you have no idea how much that means to me. But you always wonder, do they know I mean that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I could admire anything from you right in this moment, it seems kind of like when people know what you mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's huge.
I do. And I think that is like probably that's the first example of a woman you'll ever have in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first like real unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
I think a mother's love is by far one of the greatest loves next to God love
Mm-hmm.
that we'll experience.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so genuine. And so even when they mess up,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
not gonna always get it right.
How could they?
Yeah.
When I look at my life, I'll be like, I can't even believe she stood next to me over there. I remember one time, it was like one of my first parties where I had to sing in front of like people that were like, oh my gosh, is that person really out there? And I would say, don't tell me who's out there because I'm not going on the stage. And so there was a dance floor, back in the 40s, there was a dance floor and a DJ in New York. And I think it was at Nobu. And all the cool people were dancing on the stage. My brother's cool, so he was dancing on the stage. And my mom was standing on the very outside. This is gonna make me cry. I hope you cry too, because I'm from New York, I can't be crying alone. If you want to do something with me, cry, please.
Okay.
So she's standing on the edge of the dance floor. Now, my mother wore skirts growing up, no makeup. Holiness is how we were raised. And so she's standing on the edge of the dance floor. And I'm thinking, I got a granddad who's a preacher, a bishop. It was my godfather. Dance floor. And I'm standing next to her. And she puts her hand in my back. And she pushes it. I'm about sick of crying.
You've been on the road with this crying. What's going on?
Do you cry on TV?
Yeah, I will.
So she put her hand on my back. It's my church mom. And she said, go dance, Chrissy.
Just that permission.
From my holiness mom.
Yeah.
She saw me fall out and speak in tongues at 9 years old. I knew, I don't know if she wants me to say this on camera, but I knew that her friends that she grew up with who loved the Lord was going to be like, why are you letting your daughter go out into that secular
And
world?
dance, yeah. But she saw it in you, and she knew that's what your soul needed. That's what I'm saying. A mother.
So she taught me how to connect my soul to this work, because I grew up where the pastor was No offense. Well, the pastor was like, sometimes it's very don't do this-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So when that same daughter pushes you in the back, I feel like moms teach us how to connect our soul to this crazy world. And if we're lucky, I think my mom, she's in chemotherapy right now. So I think that's what, in New York, we got to figure this type of shit out. But I think that moms see you. And if they can see you, and they can walk with you.
Yeah.
To where you scared to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they hold your hand. There's all of this stuff going on in the news about different artists doing crazy things. My mom was next to me and we watched it together. What is up with moms being so strong?
Yeah. I don't know how God gave it to them, but it's something about, like you said, your mom seeing in you what nobody else can see and encouraging you. And it's like mining, like they're mining that gold out of you. Like, I don't, because ain't no manual, so I don't know where they getting it from.
It's crazy.
It's love. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It gotta be God love. You know what I mean? And that's what has given me permission to be myself and the freedom. Because I'm like, as long as my mama love me, I don't care what no comments say. I don't care how many followers. I don't care what jobs I gotta turn down. As long as my mama love me and is proud of me. And even sometimes my mama didn't always agree. She didn't. And that also is a lesson in itself. Because my mama used to tell me when she started a construction company and we have family businesses. So she was like, I built this. Why would you want to go be a broke ass actress?
Really?
Yeah, she was against me going into the entertainment field in that way because she wanted to protect me. She knew it was so many demons in that industry. She knew it was going to be hard financially. It wasn't always going to be stable. Hey, I've built this path. Why don't you follow my path? And I said, no, I got to do my own thing. And you know what? She stepped back and supported it.
Same.
And still cheered me on. And still has been there. Like to even now she doing the podcast with me.
It's crazy, right? What's it like being on TV? Somebody's watching that's never been on television before. What's that like?
I know this is going to sound cliche, but to me, I don't feel different about, like, I feel like I'm just being me in front of a camera.
For real?
Yeah. I know that I pray before shows and before we film, and I ask God to let people see him in me. So therefore I go out with the confidence that God is going to lead me. God is going to guide my tongue. He's going to use me to relay his message to his people. So I don't feel like, oh, I have to be this or I have to be that or this is what they want. I'm not here to serve y'all. I mean, I'm serving y'all, but I'm here to serve God. I'm a vessel for him. So for me, I love it. It's a dream of mine I've had since I was a little girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, since I used to have vivid dreams, and I thought because I was curvy or because I was thicker or because I was country that it wasn't a space for me. So it's empowering. I'm sorry, like,
that's crazy to me. What? Because I was curvy, because I was... Tell me the other two.
Country.
Black.
Thick.
Black and thick.
Yeah, like all these things that I didn't necessarily see growing up on television. I didn't see me growing up on television.
Got it. And so you didn't feel like there was a place for you.
Even when I knew I wanted to work in film and television. I got my degree at Georgia State in film and television. I even copped out and was like, okay, I'm getting this degree so I can learn and work behind the scenes. I never thought I would be in front of the camera, because I didn't think I was worthy, or I didn't think there was a space for me. Because it's like, I can't sing. I can't dance. I could try to learn how to act.
I feel like you can dance.
I'm
still impressed by how you caught that pillow. If you catch a pillow, you can catch on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch on, but I'm not gonna be the best singer or the best dancer in the group.
I get it.
So therefore, I'll never be a Whitney Houston or Chrisette Michelle. I'll never. So I was like, how will I ever be in front of people? How would I ever? What would my talent be? But it's like, God will qualify you. God will use the gifts that he's already given you. I've always been a great performer in a sense, and for my family and gatherings. I've always loved to talk.
Mhm.
So it was like, I didn't even know that was a talent or a gift.
Exhortation.
Yeah.
In the word, I guess we would look at it like that.
Yeah.
The
I
gift
didn't
of
know
exhortation.
I didn't know that God could use that to command people or to draw audiences or to pay my bills. I didn't know God would do that.
I like that part. That's funny.
Yeah.
To pay my bills.
Doing something I naturally love to do.
Yeah.
I talk to you all day.
You're
like,
super funny. I'm sorry. So that was hilarious. He used to pay my bills.
yeah.
I love it.
Because that's the dream, to do what you love and
Mhm.
naturally love to do and get paid for it.
Mm.
That's the part that's what I'm saying. When I get on set, I literally feel like they booked me. They don't know that
Yeah.
I love doing this anyway.
Yeah.
I would have did this for free in the living room.
I'm trying. I don't want to keep you too long.
Girl, I'm about to take my coat off.
Please,
Let's get
because,
hot. Let's
child,
get
I'm like-
comfortable.
I'm like, don't go. And I know everybody got a certain amount of time. This I'm learning. So you went like this with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
So Tiara hangs out with me, works with me, is kind enough to stand my presence. And, I'll be like, we'll go backstage. I'll be like, yo, T, you seen them out there? I'll be like, you think we should take this off the set list? This is probably stupid to sing, right? She'd be like, no, Chris, just go outside. Just go
Play.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to.
Play. They don't feel like you a kid getting to play in your gifts.
I'd be like, are you serious?
And y'all coming here to see me play? What? This
And
is gold.
then I go again.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Somebody needs to hear that. I just can tell, like, somebody's like, they want to feel like that.
Yeah.
Like that what you just did. That was a whole vibe. I want to feel like that. Answer me this question. Okay, I'm going to put it two ways. Tell me which one's too extra. Because when you get to New York, you get a lot of time to think in Central Park. One side is somebody gave me my lines. How do I show up? Or somebody gave me a script. When do I have permission to show up? Pick a rabbit hole.
I feel like soon as they gave it to you,
Mm-hmm.
that was your permission to show up. They gave it to you because they want to see what you gonna do with it.
That's Atlanta.
Because the lyrics of a song
Mm-hmm.
are the lyrics of a song,
Mm-hmm.
but the way Chrisette gonna sing it is gonna hit completely different from somebody at my church singing it. And not to say either's right or wrong,
Mhm.
but one is you and one is them.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment I gave it to you, and I'm saying I'm choosing you to do this,
Mhm.
that's your permission to show up and be you.
I hear that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That is what a Hollywood acting coach would say. That was worth at least like $1,400. At least for 30 minutes. Like,
You could say, hey, the line could be, hey, how you doing?
Mhm.
And I could be like, hey, how you doing?
Now everything just came full circle for me.
Yeah.
Now I see what you mean. You're brave enough to show people who you are,
Every time.
no matter the line.
No matter the line.
That's the difference between me and you.
You think so?
Mhm.
I think you've been brave.
Girl, you just met me today.
But you wouldn't have got to this point and you wouldn't be Chrisette Michelle if you hadn't showed up, if you hadn't shown us who
I
you
told
were.
you my mom pushed me onto the dance floor.
Yeah, but you still had to go out there. You
Because
still
my
had to,
mother said.
and maybe
Patti
that's the
LaBelle.
tool. Patti LaBelle told you?
She was like, Chris,
Come on now.
give me them shoes from Aldo. And put me in a Louboutin in front of 30,000 people.
Come on.
I didn't make any of this up.
And that was her giving you permission to be
Patti LaBelle.
a legend. Come on, Patty.
LaBelle.
Come on.
And I was like, you saw? And then, sis, oh my God. She looked, I don't know, it was mad people out there. Like, zillions, right? And she's going back and forth. And in my mind, all I can think is, these shoes hurt, Patty, you bugging, right? And I got the microphone in my hand. And I'm like, do, re, mi, fa, sol, practicing still. At the end of the set, she put a mic down. And I was like, I know this song's going to end at some point.
Mm-hmm.
She was like,
No,
almost like, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Took me mad long to do anything. Then I had this note. I consider that God.
Absolutely.
I can't even imagine that I can do so many things that I'm doing. I'd be like, where'd that come from?
But you know what? that is 100% God. And sometimes we don't see it in ourselves, and we have that fear in ourselves, but it takes somebody else to, he uses people that we respect enough. So it's like, all right, I might not respect my own opinion.
So I consider her one of my mothers.
Yeah, you might have not been able to do it yourself in that moment for you. But he knew your love or respect for Patty was strong enough that if he sent that message through her, that you was going to get it. That somewhere you was going to muster up the strength to believe and hit that note.
In New York, the show has to finish. So in my New York head, I was like, when is she going to end? She looking at me with the mic now. Comes out of my mouth. I said, oh, shit. The audience goes by. I turn off the stage and walk away. Like, it's Patty's show.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I admire you?
Yo, girl.
Your Brave as Jackson is dope to me. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. And watching my podcast from this seat right here, everybody who walks in, I'm like, for real? I'm impressed. That's so dope. So somebody gives you a line, a movie that you told me about on Tubi and
Amazon Prime right now.
Talk to me about it. How does that feel?
It's God, because again, that was a skit idea that I had in my head. And I thought it was just a skit. Me and my friends did it a few years ago. And the other friend that had already been producing movies that was a part of the skit, she said, friend, this is a movie. I said, I don't know how to make no movie. I literally said that, girl, I ain't never made no movie. What? Because I have this self-doubt too.
Oh, I was just curious.
No, we all have it.
Oh, I was about to pull out a Weatherman.
We all have it.
Okay.
We're not exempt from it.
Okay, got it.
And he just uses different people at different times or different things, tools to bring it out of us. But she believed, Ernestine, who was part of the cast, she was like, this is a movie. We can make this a movie. I know people. We can call people. How much money you got? How much money do B. Simone got? Let's put our money up and we did it ourselves.
Wow.
And so to have people around you that believe in you, in your vision, sometimes greater than you believing in yourself, to see it all the way through to fruition, it lets me know that there's not an idea that God planted in my head that I can't bring to life and make it larger than life, what I think it is. You know what I mean? To continue to push myself. So that's fulfilling. It's inspiring. I feel like it's just the beginning. It's the first movie I produced and starred in, but baby.
Because it's the first movie
it's the first one.
Started and produced.
Starring and produced. Put our own money up.
Crazy.
But it won't be the last.
I didn't say it would be.
Yeah. Now that's what it taught me though.
I'm kidding.
It taught me.
Said it won't be the last. I'm from New York. I didn't say it would be. What you want to do?
That ain't it though. I got more.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Thank you. It takes moments like this though to realize. Cause us hustlers or grinding, you just, all right, I did that next. All right, I did that next. What's next? What's next? You always moving on. And sometimes you don't sit back to just appreciate your own journey. So it takes moments like this and people that I admire to be like, no, I'm proud of you, or you did it. Or like I had a conversation back to my mom the other day and she had just had knee surgery. So at first I was like, man, you high on drugs. Like you just talking out the side of your neck, you know what I mean? And the pain medicine. But she really sat there and told me, if you don't do nothing else, I want you to know I'm proud of you. Dang. If you quit everything and never did another television show, if you wanted to be the greeter at Walmart, whatever you want to do, baby, I'm proud of you. And as long as you happy, I'm happy for you. And that was like so freeing because I felt like I had to continuously achieve or get another accolade or accomplish another goal to be worthy. And it's like people see you right now. If you don't do nothing else, you have done a lot and be grateful for that.
When do we realize that we've done enough? Do we ever do enough? What's that called to finish? What's that mean?
I think I'm still defining that.
Yeah. Same.
That moment, like I said, that was last week when my mama told me that. That was the first time I ever felt like
you
that.
You was like, for real? Mom, you sure?
Yeah.
Cause I was envious. I was like,
I thought I had to buy you a mansion or a house or a car or something for you to feel proud of me. I thought I had to do more. That was the first time I felt like, wow, okay, I done did something.
That's how I am in my dad's eyes. My mother's kind of like the drill sergeant. My dad be like, my dad says to my mom, So corny. If you was just a brain, I don't even know if I should say this. Let me wait.
If you was just a what?
A brain. I would love you as much as I would love you with your whole body.
Oh, that's so deep. If you was just this, one piece of you, I would still love it.
So you like that?
Yeah, I do. That's deep.
It's my dad. I know it's her husband, but it's my dad.
Yeah. Of course.
But that's deep, right?
Yeah.
So when my mom started going through what she's going through now, we got to see him really mean it.
Yeah.
Moms help everybody, even dad.
Yeah.
They help the children. My last question, because I know you have to go, which is so dumb. But I'll cook for you next time. Like, we'll hang. Because I just cooked for the whole staff. But my last question, and I hope that, man, you done spit so many gems. Accountability partnership as a woman, because somebody say, oh, you got a mom, or oh, you got, your squad that you rock with and create movies with. Oh, how do you even get those people to come into your life? How do you keep them? Is accountability one of the biggest parts of friendship? Like, how do you work that out?
Yeah, I have to have friends, or I love the women. I'm so grateful for the women God has placed in my life. From, like I said, my mother to my sister to my friends to my team, I think that I have to have people around that see sometimes in me more than I see in myself. And they hold me accountable to showing up as that. Literally, I was in a car on the way here, and B. Simone was telling me how, hey, you are greater than what you think you are right now in this season. Wow. And I need you to show up like that today, starting today, not even waiting until next year, starting today. I need you to show up as her continuously. And I'm like, wow, sometimes I be forgetting I'm that person. Yeah, but we can't forget that no more. So it's like, I need friends who, I don't have a friend that can't check me.
Really?
I don't have a friend that can't check me.
What does check mean? This is seeming to be like your thing. Like, it sounds like you got this really under control. Can I learn real fast without, can I ask? What?
You can't.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, my friends.
Say that, Atlanta?
We do be saying it. People do say it, but who gonna check me is the people that I love and trust. Who gonna check me are my friends and my family. Who gonna check me are you not around me if I don't respect you enough for me to allow you to check me. I don't want no yes, man.
What? You lying.
If we in the studio and Chrisette, you bullshitting.
We know.
Don't you want a friend?
Don't you dare. We in the studio. Don't you
It might not be in the moment. I know as your friend, I know how to give you the message. It ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be abrasive.
Tell me how to sound.
It's gonna be how you need to receive it.
Tell me how to sound. Oh, sweat. It's finished.
Nah. I know Chrisette got more in her.
That was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I was just trying to figure out how you do that.
Yeah. I might not have said it. And as our friendship grows, I learn your language, your love languages. Mm-hmm. Some people want it hard and fast and immediately impulsive. Give me the raw, honest truth. Mm-hmm. Some people need you to package it a little softer.
Yeah.
So the love and grace of friendship is I'm going to learn which way you need to hear it. But that don't mean I'm not going to give you the message. I still got to give it to you. So for Chrisette, it might be, don't tell me right now in the studio. Maybe wait till we leave.
Because my ego is too involved.
Absolutely.
Because I'm from New York.
Yeah. So it might be when we get in the car, like, friend, you think, what's your schedule like next week? You might be like, oh, I'm free. Like, let's go back in the studio next Tuesday because I think you did good today, but I think you got more in you.
Tiara, where you from? Yeah, she does that. She does that.
Yeah. That's love.
And my ego is so silly that I don't even realize she's tricking me into telling me
you gotta trick them sometimes. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know which friends. You gotta know your friends. You gotta know which ones you gotta trick into it. And some of them, like I got one friend, Ernestine, she don't want to be tricked. She want it raw right there on there. If it gotta hit her. So then she like, okay, I'm paying attention.
I almost punched her in your face. I'm so woo, girl.
That New York came out.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, some people need that gut punch, and some people need a little love on it. Some people need a little tricking.
So much love, sis.
Yeah.
I respond well to it.
That don't mean that you're not gonna receive it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I receive it.
Yeah.
I love love. I think love is dope.
Yeah.
I'm always freaked out when people are mean. And they say, oh, you from New York? I'd be like, yeah, so, like, don't worry about me. But if you're going to say you love me, like, love me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't really want to rock with you, like, at all. Like, not even a little bit.
Right, because it don't feel like nothing.
Yeah. I love this conversation. After I leave you, I'm going to go do a recap because sometimes I'm new to this. So sometimes I forget. I can watch it again.
Yeah.
Like I have to, I'm going to edit it. I'm going to be pressing I'm going to say, what she say? That might be the real, I don't know. But this has been such a privilege and an honor. I think so many women are going to be so empowered from this conversation. I think women are going to feel like they can go say something to their mom that they might have not been brave enough to say until you told them.
And then understand how your mother needs to receive it. Whether she's somebody that needs you to get to the point and give it to her raw, your mother might be somebody that needs you to wrap it up in love a little bit more.
Yeah, my mom needs a lot of wrapping.
Yeah, see?
You gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Love. Otherwise, she'll punch you in the face.
Yeah. That's it, New York. Absolutely.
Like that. You never had to duck from your mom?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I'm Johnny from New York.
She from Atlanta too, but baby, I done had to duck and dodge, okay? Cover, okay?
You gotta go. Can I please ask this?
Go ahead.
So she ever hit you with like a spoon or something? Like
girl with a broom. With a whole broom. Real quick. Bop! The whole broomstick.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Does she remember?
She say I deserved it.
Oh, she remembers.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very
absolutely.
My mom be like, that never happened. All right, she has to go, y'all. How can we get in This is my least favorite interview question people ask me. I can't believe I'm just about to say this. How do we get in contact with you after this?
Yes, just follow me on every single platform at Brii's the name. That's BRISTHENAME. Follow my YouTube page. That's YouTube.com/Brii Renee, Brii with 2 eyes. Renee, and you can stay up to date. I'm vlogging over there where you get to see the BTSs of my life, as well as weekly podcasts from my mom, Mommy and Me. You can listen to Mommy and Me podcast on Apple and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, and just stay tuned. I'll be all over the TV, Black girl stuff on Revolt. I should be back on radio here in Atlanta real soon. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere, all on your gram, all on the internet.
60-second elevator pitch in 59 seconds flat. I was counting. That was dope.
Thank you.
Get out of here. Come back, sis. We love y'all so much. Peace.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Everything that you've been praying for.